Well, let's cut to the bottom line and then let's talk about it. I think that this debate will permit Romney to continue his surge, clarifies my view and reinforces it that Romney will win in a landslide. Obama didn't do what he had to do. So now let's go through the debate. When a challenger and an incumbent meet on relatively equal terms, it's always a win for the challenger because he's not the president and he shows himself to be a potential president. I think that Obama looked very undignified, highly negative, quarrelsome, picayune in his attacks on Romney and in the way he conducted himself throughout the debate. He wasn't quite Joe Biden, but he had not learned the lessons of Joe Biden. I think that in the specific exchanges of the debate, the three things that stand out the most in my mind as Romney advantages are first that he really explained in detail how badly the economy has been doing. And he kept repeating that, kept reciting the litany of failures, which, by the way, is in the ad that I sent out earlier today, or yesterday, which is the silent ad where you list the failures and then the crowd shouts 4 more years and then the woman says, "Of this, are you kidding? We need your funding to help us run that ad throughout all the swing states." But Romney really hammered in those points, the $23 million, the $4,500 drop in income, and so forth. Secondly, I think that Romney explained his tax plan perfectly. I think that he really made the point that he's not going to cut taxes for the wealthy. I think his $25,000 flat deduction was a very attractive one to the average voter, and I think that he did a very good job on that. And thirdly, I think Romney really deployed the China issue for the first time in the campaign. In our book, Screwed, we have a whole chapter, almost half of the book, about China and currency manipulation and their cheating. And Romney was very effective, I thought, in making that point. I think that Romney was also very good when he talked about marriage. I think he was very good. Let me just look at my notes here. He was very effective when he talked about the difference between his focus on small business and the Republican Party's focus on big business. I think that point really resonates with voters. And I thought that when he distinguished himself from Bush and talked about how they were different, I thought that was a really terrific answer. Obama had his moments. I think that when he came back at Romney over the Las Vegas trip after the Libya assassination, I think that he looked really good and Romney looked fairly petty. I think whereas Romney was very good in his closing statement about him being a caring, compassionate person. He was superb in that. I think Obama was also very good in the 47% and in talking about how it was wrong to portray these people as feeling about themselves as if they were victims, particularly those on Social Security and those who were veterans. I thought on the immigration issue, Obama did very well. I think he was very articulate at that, and I think it really helped him. I think that on energy and gas prices and on the issue of job creation, Obama was really weak. Everybody knows he hasn't created jobs. Everyone knows the price of gasoline has doubled, and everyone knows he's anti-oil and anti-coal. And the first half hour of the debate was on those subjects, where Obama looks absolutely terrible. On the Libya thing, the next debate will be on foreign policy. And Obama is trying to sell the notion that from the beginning he said this was a terrorist attack. And we know darn well that he didn't. He may have used those words in that Rose Garden statement, but he spent 2 weeks trying to convince us it was about a movie. He put an ad on television in Pakistan apologizing for the movie. His spokesman spoke about the movie in Egypt. His UN speech, for goodness sakes, was all about the movie. And he's not going to be able to convince people that he didn't say what he obviously did say. Basically, fundamentally, the entire Obama campaign is based on throwing negatives at Romney. Tonight he threw them, and Romney answered him. The Cayman, that Obama has those investments, the China outsourcing, that this was a blind trust he had nothing to do with. I think those were very effective answers, and I think they eliminate the Obama campaign. They repeal everything Obama has done. And they leave voters who are not satisfied with the economy with no choice but to switch over to Romney. This is a big win for Romney. Not in the sense the first debate was, because Obama lost it a lot, but because it confirmed and ratified the first debate. It made people understand that Romney is a very good man, and the administration is very bad. Obama had no ideas, no statement about the future, and a series of picayune issues and a series of quibbles with Romney. So I think this was very, very good for Romney. There were some missed opportunities that Romney should have taken advantage of, and I hope he will in the next debate. When that question came about assault rifles, what he should have done was pin Obama's ears back about his being willing to sign the Small Arms Treaty, which they almost signed at the end of July and undoubtedly will in the lame duck session. We point out in our book, Here Comes the Black Helicopters, how this is a deliberate effort to create global arms control, global gun control, which will ultimately affect the United States without its ever having to pass by Congress. I also thought that Hillary Clinton needs to answer why her ambassador, Terry Kramer, Deputy Ambassador to the United Nations, is, as we speak, negotiating a treaty that he says will lead to a fee and a tax on the Internet and empower the United Nations to control the Internet. We talk about that also in our book, Black Helicopters. There are a series of issues here which are really the next generation attack on Obama, about the UN imposing taxes, about the UN taxing oil drilling offshore, about the UN taxing currency conversion and stocks and bond purchases. When Romney spoke about how he's going to repeal those taxes, he should have said the UN is about to impose them. And Obama's on very shaky ground on this stuff. He needs to read Here Come the Black Helicopters. I think I'll send him a copy. Well, thanks a lot for watching. I'm very relieved tonight. I was worried that Obama could win this debate. He definitely didn't. And I think Romney did just great. Thanks for watching.